understanding help to some degree? You understand that that's happened and it could have had an effect, and you can sort of let go of it a bit. That can help, I guess, can it?
What do you mean by understanding?
I suppose more thinking over the potential reasons. So, like it was not something that was wrong with me. It was something a situation that the parent was in. So, thinking that through can help.
Yeah, I understand. No. I mean, what it does is it helps your adult sense of understanding. You get information, it's really a knowledge of information and maybe some empathy or some sympathy for the person, what have you. It may help, because you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, to reflect on the circumstance of the parent who's compromising their relationship to you. But I don't think I've ever encountered anyone for whom that was a healing. The healing has to be acknowledging, re-experiencing, processing the pain of it, the hurt, the emotional, mental, physical content which is held in the body. And so mental understanding, knowing the information in, I'm afraid doesn't change that one iota. Had a spectacular example of that in the 80s. I used to do a little evening group in the city, and this fellow came along. I didn't used to know these people. It was an introductory thing, you see. So he came along, and he was already a heavy presence. We would sit in a circle on the floor, on cushions, and there was a discussion. Oh God, what's wrong with this fellow? And we would go around the circle and go around him, and he confided in us. He'd done 18 years psychoanalysis, which is a lot of work because these guys do more than once a week. So 18 years psychoanalysis, and his beef was nothing had changed in his life at all. And as we talked further, this guy was an expert on the understanding, on the knowledge in. I mean, he could talk to you forever about his relationship with his sister, his mother, his father, and the dynamics and whatnot from an analytical point of view. But what became clear was it had been talking cure stuff. Now, I've realised further down the line that's not necessarily all bad, but in this particular case, it must have been a lot of mental yap, without much referring to an emotional life, the physical life, the energetic life, and everything else which is involved, which is all whole, which is all one as a child. So he had really, that's just an extreme example. Never met anybody like him, but he was so depressed, really, so dark, knowing the horrors of it all, doing the therapy per se, and nothing shifting.